Come on, come on.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. We're over here working hard in the DR, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, you caught me. Somebody's hitting me up from Cali saying they want to get in. I met them today at Nestor's office, and they are going to be buying at Urbe Vista. Unbelievable, but not just a condo. They have townhomes and duplexes there, so he's getting one of those. But anyhow, we got a lot to talk about tonight. And welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only with the icon that can be in the chat room. And we're talking about 2024 investment opportunities. More money, more problems. No doubt about it, you're going to need to buy assets. This is what we're ending the year with, because if you missed the video I dropped earlier today, JP Morgan said it best. 99% of Americans are going to be worse off than before the pandemic. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it was no roses, all right? So now they are just telling people straight out, the top 1%, they're going to be fine. Why do you think I've been pushing you guys to be in the top 10%, top 1%? Because of what happened just like today. Instead of increasing the interest rate, the Federal Reserve, what do? They say, no worries. I told you. He called me up a few months ago and said, Eric, we're down with you. Don't worry. It's all good. We're just going to chill out because we don't have to do anything. And then next year sometime, we're just going to reduce the interest rate. And then we're off to the races. Everybody that has assets, we go to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. And remember, on our Wednesday night live streams, only members with the icon can be in the chat room, members of the channel, not subscribers. Everybody can watch, though, but please smash the like button. Why? Because the YouTube guys need to know that we have a few people in the house. And also, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just like Tuesday night live stream was a surprise, well, every now and then we have surprises, especially when it comes to making money from assets that you can buy into. A startup company, InstaVid, you can actually get a piece of it. Well, we have our own Ring of Fire. Stay tuned for Saturday's live stream. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday evening live stream. You will be able to sign up in a group environment if you don't want to sign up yourself. But either way, we're going to talk about InstaVid some more. But tonight is not that night. It's 2024 investment opportunities. It's more money, more problems, buy assets. What am I talking about? More money, more problems? Here's what I'm talking about. Does anybody know? And people who watch this on replay, put down in the comments section if you know how much your property tax is going to be next year. If you know how much your home insurance is going to be next year that you're going to have to pay on your premium, if you know how much your car insurance premium is going to be, if you know how much the groceries you buy right now is going to cost next year, because let's face facts, it does not matter what year it is. It could be 1950 to 1955. It costs more money because the Federal Reserve prints money. The more money you print, that means the cost goes up. You're putting more money in the money supply. That means inflation by default. Don't let these people out here fool you. That is the general sense of inflation. So I always like to give this here, but let me see who's in the house right now. We have Joe Nay here. Another investor trying to make it wealthy, trying to make it happen, is here in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. He has the icon naturally, and he says his tagline, "Hi, everybody. Hi, IZ. Everybody tonight. I'm here. I'm paying attention. Thank you so much, Joe Nay. I appreciate that, man. Very, very cool to see you here. An investor, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, he's buying assets. As always, it's keeping it 100. You got that right, ladies and gentlemen. We have to keep it 100 up in here, because otherwise, if we give you these rainbows and, these dreams of grandeur, when it's not really dreams of grandeur, unless you put yourself in place to have those dreams of grandeur. Because I'm going to tell you something. We have Professor Auntie Val in the house. Her and her family, they have business asset that they have created. It's known as Beachfront Java, ladies and gentlemen. Go over there and show some love. But before you do that, use that promo code SSN Lifestyle, all one word, SSN Lifestyle. That way you get 10% off for life after your first order. Free shipping in the United States. Go check it out yourself. Now, she's here right now. And thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to her name. And she says, I know exactly how much. Exactly too much. She's got the answer right. Too much. She's got it right. And here's the kicker. Too much is an answer. But again, we know it's going up. So we don't know. They could wake up like they have done and said, hey, your insurance, it used to be $1,200. That's right. In Cali, if you're not in the burn zone, $100 per month, house insurance. But now, because people are moving out, meaning insurance companies are moving out of the state, reducing the amount of competition, now all of a sudden, it's $200 per month. So see, that's a major difference, and that's just the house. The insurance guys, when we renew, they're going to say something. Maybe it's 40, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 20, but they're going to increase it regardless of no accident. All right? So already you're going to be paying 120 more, 150, 160 more without a doubt. And we haven't even got to our real estate taxes yet. That could be another 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000, because we had crazy people over the last 2021 and 2022 buying houses for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% higher. That raises the price of the assessor's price in your neighborhood. And so you were comfortably paying $2,000, $3,000 a year. Now all of a sudden it's $6,000. I'm just saying. This is the pitfalls. You just don't know yet how much you're going to pay. But I guarantee you this, it could be an additional $200, $300, $400, $500 per month. And that's too much. I agree. Marlon Jordan is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. And only he can be here with the rest, with the icon next to their name. And he brings his tagline. What's up, SSN? Got my pen and paper ready to take notes. That's right. Thank you so much for that. That's what we tell everybody. Get those pen, pads, and papers ready. FYI, as you were talking, I'm getting the updates from Robinhood for all my dividends. Thank you again for Yield Max. Oh, today's the 13th. That's right. Marlon Jordan is collecting. He's sitting there enjoying life, as we all are. Because why? Once again, if you're new here, we talk about investments. We talk about opportunities. We give you opportunities, and it's not even ours. All you have to do is go to the stocks, because we told you Jerome Powell didn't have the guts to increase interest rates. Quite frankly, I thought they might reduce them. But better yet, why reduce them when you have people doing things like this? I'm going to show you right now. What better way to make the market move than to do this right here? Here's the Reuters headline. Look at this. What do you think is going to happen with the stock market if they hear, with rate hikes likely done, Fed turns to timing of cuts? What do you think is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, an all-time record high on the Dow Jones today. Rates, home prices go up, stock prices go up. They're able to borrow money and reinvest in their own stocks. And I'm talking about corporations who have billions of dollars. Can you imagine these guys dropping in $100 million, $200 million? Can you believe this? Look at this. Powell says the federal policy rate is likely at or near its peak as interest rates are held steady. I told you guys about a week and a half ago, even though I said 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I told you he made that phone call to me and said, Eric, we ain't going to do nothing. We're going to let this marinate. We don't really care about it going down to 2% inflation. We're not really serious about that. That's just for you. That's just for you to tell other people. I said, I'm not telling them nothing. I'm telling them exactly what you're doing. You're going to do this for us. That's what you're doing it for, the top 10 percenters. That's what you're doing this for. I know what you're doing, but I'm not going to be like Reuters. I'm not going to tell everybody, hey, this is what's happening. I know what you're going to do. You say here, Reuters is saying Fed turns to timing of cuts. We know cuts are coming. I predict. I thought they were going to try and do a increase this month. I was hoping, but sanity what they're doing. But I love Marlon Jordan's acknowledgement of Yield Max ETFs. In fact, some people may not even know, Marlon, what they're talking about. Let's get them up to speed. Pen, pad, and paper ready. Yield Max, just what he put, is all one word, ETFs.com. All right, ETFs.com. Go look there. You'll see the distribution. You'll see 50 cents per month per share. And you would think that these stocks are $75 or $100. What if somebody told you some of them are $10? In fact, today there was a drop on TSLY under $11. Okay, I got to show people now, because if you thought 65% was crazy, wait till you see after this drop today. It's a buy opportunity. And you know what's even better? The people that received their dividends and did a reinvestment on their dividends, they automatically are buying under $11. Can you believe this? I'm just in shock by what's happening that gives OCs, that's us, ladies and gentlemen, ordinary citizens, opportunity. I can't believe this. Opportunity galore. But as long as you're not sleeping, you're going to be good. As long as you're not out here sleeping, ladies and gentlemen, buying assets. Equity stocks are assets. Now, if you want to get a little more nuanced into this, you have a corporation, you have an LLC, you have an S Corp. I highly suggest you get a solo 401k. Your company gets a 401k. That's what I'm referring to, not you as the individual. Your company creates a 401k. You are the employee. Your company can match up to a certain amount, how much you want to match. So you're able to put in more money over the long term. Long term means the next 365 days. And then you get to write it off on the other side. Okay. When the year calendar changes, December 31st to the 1st, whatever you put into your 401k, you get a deduction, but your company can match, even if it matched 10%. Your company means you can put in 10% more for a match. You as the individual can only put up a certain number. So again, look at what you're doing. You have opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the big boys do. This is what the big dogs do. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I knew we were going to get terminated because whenever we start talking about this, because we got dividends today and they're reinvested and the stock is in the 10s, not 11. So that means we have a little bit higher rate of return for rebuying today. Here's Brian P., the mastermind. He's making good work of YieldMax ETF. He has admitted he has 4,000 shares in the YieldMax ETFs. Ladies and gentlemen, YieldMax ETFs, let me give you an example. They kicked out, I didn't even look today. Let's say they kicked out 50 cents a share. He just got $2,000 this month in dividends. Next month, if it's 50 cents again, it would be another $2,000 for the 4,000 shares. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. While you're out here sleeping, that's why you bring your pen, pads, and papers. And let's get with it. Brian P., again, welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to his name. And he says, hello, Eric. Hello to you. I hope all is well with you. Hello, SSN family. Yes, it's all well with me. I got the notification and video. Got paid today with TSLY. Yes, we did. And like we were saying, remember last week when I was saying stock up? Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Should be thinking about getting some more right now when it dipped to $10 under 11 is incredible. Another 1 or 2% annual return. I mean, 60 some percent is already crazy. But if you can buy stock at $10.50, 79 cents, and you're going to get like $6-7 annually, if that's what they return for 2024, ladies and gentlemen, come on now. Come on. Better wake up. And that's not the only one. There's OARK, which does a little bit less, 30% or so, 35. You also have others, NVDY, AMZY. I don't remember all of them. Just go over there to YieldMaxETFs.com. Write it down. You won't be disappointed. E. White is in the house. Another mastermind is here. An investor of all kinds is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to his name. And he says, good evening, family. Let's make this money. You got that right. Don't forget to hit that like button. I love that. Thank you so much, E. White. Thank you. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you picked up some more shares. You had no choice. I'm hoping you reinvested, because if you have $2,000 coming in and the stock is 11, it's under $11. right there, you have 200, almost 200 shares that you could have gotten. And that 200 shares turns into, if they gave 50 cents a share, that turns into $100 next month, an additional 100. That's crazy. I'm not saying they're all TSLY, but I'm just giving people an example of what's happening here. This man's loving life. He has a big smile on his face. Oh, KLIP. Thank you so much for bringing that one up. Here goes another one. KLIP, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Brian P., for letting everybody know about that. And again, Brian P. says, Eric, you're freezing up. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm sorry about the freezing up. So what I should probably do this, because that would probably help if I stop the cam. So maybe that will help a little bit better. We'll try that for a little bit. 60 cents is what said. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. $2,400 if he has 4,000 shares, but he has it spread across several different YieldMax ETFs and CLIP, for instance. So I'm just going, if he had 4,000 shares of TSLY, that would be $2,400. Is that right? Yes, that's right. You're hearing me correctly, ladies and gentlemen. So you're saying, how much did it take to get to 4,000 shares? Well, it takes a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. It's $11. All right. So a calculator says this. 4,000 times 11. That's what the calculator says. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to like it, but it's $44,000 if he bought it the $11. He might have bought it at a lower price earlier on. And reinvestment, if you could get 200 shares or 100 shares or 50 shares a month, and then it reinvests into 55, and then it reinvests to 60, reinvest to 65, all of a sudden your money is actually paying for you to get more shares. So maybe he didn't spend 44,000. Maybe he spent 2,000. And then every month, because some months they gave $1. Another month they gave 80 cents. Another month they gave 60 cents, just like this month. Some months they gave 40 cents. Some months they gave 35 cents. But on average, it's almost like 50 cents on average. So I'm just saying that is incredible when you think about it. All right. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. TSLY shares. Oh my, yes, 60 cents. We're loving it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Yes, I picked up some more. I know you had no choice. It's by default. Marlon Jordan says, I've been watching the live stream for a few weeks now, and every time you talk about investing, the stream freezes. Yes, you noticed that, right? This is exactly what I've been trying to tell people. You guys don't understand. You guys are you found the channel. You're here on the live streams. They basically shadow ban. And then whenever we start talking about this, he's noticed there's a trend. And everybody says, no, it's not possible. It's not happening. There's millions of channels. I'm like, okay, please. He's noticing the trend straight off. And he's exactly right. There is a trend. $12.30 average is my average. All right. That's even. So it was a buy opportunity today. It was like $10 and something. TSLY. That's exactly right. It was a buy opportunity. So his average is even higher than that, which is incredible. But he's loving life. So he's like, my average is $12.30. But the stock went down. So his price that he bought at went down. But the thing is, the money he's getting in return every month makes it worthwhile, potentially. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he likes $2,400. All right. So even if he spent $50,000, let's say, $2,400, let me put it to you another way. Our ROI is going to be based on 24,000 divided by 52,000 divide 2,400. Sorry, 2,400 divided by, let's say, 50,000. All right, this is 1 month, so we're looking at 4.8. If you do this times 12, that's 57.58%. That's incredible. That's incredible. A lot of people will like that. Now we get 24,000, but because you reinvest it, because the next month you're going to get more potentially. So again, This could be very lucrative. And so he says it best. I'm loving it. I know he's loving it. Exactly right. And the clip as well. So I can't blame him for a big smile on his face today. That's for sure. All right. There's one other thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not purchased stocks, go down below in the stock market. Go down below in the description and you will find Robinhood and Webull. You get your free shares of stock when you sign up with Webull. Now you get your free shares of stock, but you have to deposit 1 cent or more to get your 12 partial shares or whatever their 20 partial shares that they're doing right now, fractional shares or full shares, but they'll give you the promo when you go over there. Use the links down below. Also, there's a thing that I suggest people do. Unstoppable domain. That is crypto. The reason why I suggest you do this is because you never know what the future is. So for instance, you go over to Unstoppable Domains, and the reason why that's significant is you can get your own name potentially. All right. Your company name, like stopstrugglingnow.crypto. So whenever somebody sends crypto, all I have to do is give them stopstrugglingnow.crypto. And they can send me up to 300 different cryptos. Let's just say the top 300, right? And so I don't have to give them my information, the alphanumeric characters or QR code. I don't have to do anything. Just stopstrugglingnow.crypto. ericbird.crypto. Very simple, right? SSN Lifestyle.crypto. They have other things too, like .x, .nft, .bitcoin wallet. They have several different opportunities, and minting is free because it's on the Polygon network. But what's important about this is that you can also put a website on that domain, a crypto domain, so to speak. A small one, yes, they haven't fully developed, but it can be done. You can have videos, and then guess what? It's on the blockchain, so it can't be taken down. That's one of the major things, right? So it's $10 for some, $15 for others, $25 for other, premium stuff, $100 and up. But you should protect yourself as well. And there is no annual fee. That's the beauty of a .com annual fee. Just had to pay $21 to renew a freaking .com website. Crazy. That's absurd. All right. That's not an asset, ladies and gentlemen. That's a liability unless you're using it to make a little bit of money. Okay. We have orders for some gear. Yes, this is true. And we have orders for whatever else, maybe when people doing trade lines every now and then. But other than that, it's not really a liability. An asset, because it doesn't turn into a positive cash flow, even though it barely does anything. But the fact of the matter is, with your Unstoppable domain, please use the link down below in the description box. All right. Just go check that out, please. All right. Now let's get back into this, shall we? Because, we have Jerome Powell out here doing what they do, trying to protect the top 10%ers. And what else are they going to do, right? Powell. I should just put in Powell protects the wealthiest. I want to see this. Is anybody else even saying anything about this? This is so disgusting. So therefore, you guys are ahead of the curve. Oh, somebody did make it. American Prospect, how the Federal Reserve protects the top 1%. Oh, I got to read that one. Let's see if they're on top of it. Let's see here. This is beautiful. In fact, you guys aren't going to see this. I'm just going to go in the background while we're having this little discussion. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What's going to happen in 2024 that you can predict prices are going to go up, right? But here's what you can't predict. See, that's what's so alarming. We know prices are going to go up, but we don't know how much. What's alarming is we have to make more money. That's what's alarming. And we don't know exactly how much more can we make on top of what we previously have made. We're like any other business. There's no business that's going to sit here and tell you exactly what they can do. They can give you projections. They can say, gentlemen, I think we're going to make an additional 15% next year. But there's no way to actually know for a fact. You're going to make maneuvers. You're going to make business decisions that's going to increase the bottom line, right? Either raise prices reduce expenses. That's standard, but easier said than done. And so you can't do that. So we know it's going to cost more, but is it going to cost us 10% more? Is it going to cost us 5% more? Or is it going to be 20% more? You don't know. So that's what the scariest part is. If you make the same money and it goes up 10%, now your buying power dropped 10%. And over across months and years, 10% is a lot. Most people would say, oh, well, I used to pay $10 and now it costs $11. No big deal. I used to pay $10,000. Now it costs $11,000. No big deal. I used to pay $20,000. Now it costs $22,000. No big deal. Well, see, that's the point. It is a big deal because you're not thinking that it's every month that you are being charged this extra 10%. It adds up a lot. You could be spending an extra $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 annually on a little 10% increase across the board. Your groceries 10% more, your electrical bill 10% more, your car insurance 10% more, your insurance for your house 10% more. All of that can come into play, and never mind other unexpected expenses. Somebody gets sick, you get sick, you have a deductible. Your deductibles are usually, most people don't have 500 or 1,000 deductibles, right? So now what? You get sick, 2,000, 3,000 deductibles. That's not even in the equation. Your plumbing goes out at the house. Somebody comes over. They go, oh, yeah, man, it cost me $150 just to come out, transport fee. Then they show up. Then they say, oh, man, this is going to be like a $1,500 job. Unexpected. You haven't even put this into the equation yet. All of that is what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. So do not be confused. You need to get your business going or buy into a business is more like it. So then that way you get profits back. You know what's coming back, because if you're buying into a business, you already know the profit and loss statement. You get a percentage of the profits. So that is a little less risky. Or you do what you should be doing. You have to buy real estate that somebody else is going to pay for. What I mean by that is rent it out or short-term rentals, long-term, short-term, or it has to be commercial, multifamily, fourplex. So you can go down and get an FHA loan at 3%. Well, I call it 4% actually, but they say 3, but I say 4 because there are other fees. But you can go down there and try that out, move into one unit because you have to stay there for a year, rent out the other 3, have people pay for it, because if you can get some commercial property now, like I said, the Federal Reserve will start reducing interest rates T-3 months or less. And that's when we're off to the races, and everything, renters are going to be paying more money. Let's just call it what it's going to be. All right. And you will be left behind because the value of the property is going to start rising, and you won't be able to buy it unless you know somebody. All right. Unless you're here in the SSN Nation and know somebody like me, then you could say, hey, Eric, man, I'm trying to get this $2.5, $3.5, $5 million multifamily property. Now, of course, it has to make money. If somebody's going to give you a 10% or 12% interest only note, and you want 5 point something mil, then you know straight off the bat, if somebody said 12%, you know you owe $600,000 per year. That's $50,000 per month that's coming out to pay the debt. So this thing has to make more than 500. Well, yeah, more than 600,000. So if somebody says, I have this project is 5.5 million and the profit is only 750,000, you might like the $750,000 profit, but you got to service the debt. And no person is going to give you 5.5 and say you owe me 6. That leaves only less than $200,000. Nobody's going to take that risk. They don't want the property. They're just tired of leaving their money at the bank getting 5% or less. Because generally, the dirty little secret, you have more money in the bank, they tend to say, I'm sorry, we're not going to give you the 5. We're not going to give you. No, you're going to have to take a little bit less. All right. So they're not going to, their whole point is they don't want to leave it in the bank. All right. They want the 12%. They'll take that, but they don't want to lose. So therefore, this 5 mil would have to be something crazy, like closer to 900, where they're going to feel comfortable that if something did happen, that they don't have to worry about calling you up going, hey, where's my 50 G's this month? That's all I'm saying, right? Vanessa Gates in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to your name, and the seamless genius is here. She's in the house. Another business owner, entrepreneur, investor as well. And she brings her tagline this evening. Hey, boss and SSN fam. So very busy checking in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. SSN Nation fam checking in. Check. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much for being here with the icon, at least checking in. Yep. Got my dividend payouts today. Oh, yeah. Everybody's loving life with the Yield Max dividends. In fact, they did dividends on the 13th, I believe, on all of their ETFs. Because when we scroll through about 5 or 6 of them, they were all on the 13th, all on the 13th. It's a beautiful thing. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys are here to watch it. See, all these other people, look, I'm just going to give a name. Some people might even know who I'm talking about. Yeah, there ain't no freaking Panda Club here where you have to give up 5 G's. That 5 G's, ladies and gentlemen, let's call it what it is. In fact, hold on a second. Let me go do something. Some people may know what that 5 G's I'm talking about. That's just for starters. That's crazy, right? Let me show you guys something. I'm going to go to this. It's nothing right now, but Google Calculator. Let me show you something. So you could go to bed, do this. Let's put in what's happening? We don't have the 5. Doesn't like me, huh? Okay. All right. Fine. Always got issues. 5 G's. Okay. Divided by 12. 416 times. That'd have been $250 today, this month. It could be $250 next month. 200. Oh, it'll be more actually, because you could reinvest the $250 and buy some more shares. But that would have been $250 that you have guaranteed coming in. Sometimes it could be more. So like I said, sometimes the dividend could be 56 cents. Sometimes it could be 86 cents. And like I said, one time this year, it was $1 dividend for Yield Max ETF on the TSLY, which is pretty interesting. So you could have went anywhere from $400 during 1 month, $250 down to $200. Either way, you didn't have to lift a finger. You didn't have to call in. You didn't have to go to some webinars, seminars, and go watch and then still spend more money to invest. You already have yours in, making money every month. What is there more to learn? What else is there? To go actually try to go buy some Apple? Fine. Go buy some Microsoft? Fine. I mean, you can do that. But again, that's long-term plays. There's nothing wrong with long-term plays. But again, you need additional money now, at least at your disposal. Because remember, after I give somebody $5,000 for their club, so they're going to show me which stocks. Now I need more money to put into the stocks. Wouldn't it have been nice if you're going to put $5,000 into a club thing, $5,000 into this, the extra money that you would have put in for your investing on top of the 5, it's another 5. $10,000 would go a long way, ladies and gentlemen. Like this month, you could have made damn near $800 if you would have put $10,000 into some stocks that give away a nice high percentage. Okay, ORC, IEP, AGNC, NLY, KLIP. Oh yeah, hit the replay button. JEPI, those are only 10%. That's JP Morgan. If you want to go safe, JP Morgan. PSEC, go check it out. ARR, because the REITs are feeling a lot better right now. The REITs like ARR, ORC, AGNC, they're feeling very nice right now because they have loans. They have adjustable loans. They're loving what Jerome Powell's saying. Oh, yeah, we're not going to raise interest rates. We're just going to chill here for a little bit. That is working beautifully for them. And BlackRock and Blackstone and Vanguard. It's working beautifully for all those guys. All right. So that's why REITs are inexpensive right now. And that's why they're giving up 20%, 18%, 17% just on that. YieldMax ETF's the outlier. KLIPs, that's an outlier. So just keep that in mind. All right. Those are all outliers. And so, boss, I'm monopolizing the beauty biz. I know it. See, this one I'm talking about, the seamless genius, ladies and gentlemen. Monopolizing. I wish you could share a little bit more on that because I love what you're saying. Monopoly is always a good thing. That's beautiful to hear about. That's a beautiful thing. Vanessa Comagate, hey, Val. Hey, Auntie Val. Auntie Val in the house with the heart. What's good, sis? Showing some love, camaraderie in the house. What's good? All right, been busy. I got to get my coffee. Exactly. Get that coffee. Yep, use the code and get your 20%. Oh, 20%. What's the 20% code? Maybe she's going to share. I don't know what the 20% code is. Wow, 20%. Very cool. Yes, I didn't see it on the website. I don't think it's Black Friday anymore. Maybe she has the special code for you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go over to Beachfront Java, make your order, put in the promo code SSN Lifestyle, just for starters. All right, all caps, premium blend coffee, Honduras, South America, Central America, Africa, Indonesia, some of the best coffee, so go get it. All right, show some love. That's what we do here. Okay, now, let's see what else can we get into tonight because I find it very fascinating that Powell doesn't increase interest rates. I need to look at this a little deeper because I find it very fascinating that the media helps them out. Once again, they're talking about, here it is in Barron's. A lot of people don't know about the Barron's as well. Oh, wait, we have this. Okay, let me go check. Let's see. Here it is. So Reuters did theirs. Barron's is doing theirs. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the central bank is likely finished with this current round of increases to interest rates. If Jerome Powell actually said this, man, what happened with the stock market today? Is near to doing so, or is near to doing so. Though we noted that officials remain vigilant about inflation, given the U.S. economy has surprised many times. What are they talking about vigilant? What are they saying? It's not down to 2%, so the only way to get it down to 2% is to increase the interest rate. But they're not interested in getting it down to 2%. That's just for us minions out here. All right? That's all it is. These guys have no interest in increasing the interest rate. That's like almost a red line for them. They might be able to go another 0.25, but they definitely can't go any more. And they're definitely not trying to get down to 2%. This is ridiculous. New York Times, the central bank may be done raising interest rates if inflation and the economy continue to cool as expected. But what is this? Like I said, disgusting. Wait till you guys get your premiums for next year. Wait till you get if you haven't gotten your real estate taxes for next year, let me know what your real estate taxes said. My real estate taxes said an extra like 2 G's. All right. That's how crazy this is. 2 G's annually. Just like that. All right. No claims. Nothing happened, but 2 G's more. All right. Because people pay higher prices for homes. It's not working out very well. All right. Thanks, sis. Will do. Let's see what we got here. We got some you guys paying attention. All those here tonight can see for themselves. Holiday in top of the chat, but it is holiday. See you all Friday. There we go. I didn't see it. I missed it. I missed it. Holiday, ladies and gentlemen. I missed it. HOLIDAY, all capital letters. That is what it is. 20% off. Thank you. See you all Friday. Thank you so much. See you all Friday, Professor Antival. Go over there. 20% off is major, ladies and gentlemen. Use the promo code HOLIDAY here for the SSN Nation members. And again, smash that like button. So not only do we give you ways to make money on the stock market, and you don't have to join our club. Remember, this is SSN Academy, SSN University. It's the no guru zone. That means we don't charge, ladies and gentlemen. We just give you the information that you can go do your own research, and you will see like, damn, what have I been doing all this time? I could have been getting 12%, 15%, 20% return on my money like clockwork. What the hell? It's on the stock exchange, licensed and regulated. I didn't need anybody to tell me this other than being here in the SSN Nation and sharing the videos, because there's other people out here figuring out that they can't do it. They're thinking in their head. It's all their own limitation. They're like, oh, I can't do this. I need some help. I'm willing to pay somebody. Man, those bullets in the chamber that you're giving away are valuable, especially when it's a paycheck to paycheck scenario for 60%, 65% of the population, soon to be a higher number. So I just want to get you guys on the same page. This is what we've been talking about here. It's the end of the year. You have to start making decisions. Pretty much lockdown. Get rid of all the debt you can. Make sure you put it into items that gives you money back. So imagine some of you right now may have 5, 10 credit cards. Every month you're paying minimum, usually. That's what a lot of people do on their credit card. Think about how much you are spending that still has an IOU on. That's what I'm saying. Is that crazy or what? All that money you could be putting into assets or saving to actually buy an asset or invest in another asset, such as a business or real estate for that matter. It's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here we go. Thanks, sis. Will do. And she's saying press on nails. Yes, instant. Press on nails are hot, hot, hot. I love it. So now we have something else. The Beauty Emporium is making waves. I love it. I'm over here in the DR making waves myself. All right. I have a lot to talk about in the next few days, but it has to do with real estate investing. It has to do with Dominican Republic furniture packages. It has to do with a lot. I'm going to be hanging out with the owner tomorrow of Opine. We started talking, but he changed up things a little bit that I'm not very happy about. But the point is, he goes, yeah, I'll put together a package. I said, I don't want to hear package. I don't want to hear package. I want to hear individual pieces, but we got negotiations still to do, ladies and gentlemen, because of course I have to have a corporation, right? Simple. Then we can be taken a little bit more serious because you can only sell to corporations. So be it. We'll make it happen. So one of these days we may have Glennie Hatchie Cuevas here in the house, accountant, lawyer. All right. She'll be setting it up and we can talk about it at that time, how easy it is. And we get a discount here in the SSN Nation. Just keep that in mind. All right. It's a hell of a discount. And you don't have to worry about business offices because you can use your attorney's office as your business and the registrant and everything. Beautiful work if you can get it, right? I love it. All right. So we have a lot more to talk about, but first, you guys know it's almost an hour in and you know what that means. You guys saw the promo. Well, we have a few other promos. So why don't we play one of the SSN Lifestyle other promos, shall we? Let's go. Let's see here. Let's go with this one.
But it would have been so awesome. I was going to soar right through here like this. And whoops, I'm sorry. Vin Diesel, excuse me. My bad. Big fan though, Mr. Diesel. Excuse me. And then I'd be flying, and I'd land right. Where do I land?
Come on. Come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you want to have a little bit fun in life? Buy assets. Just a little here, a little there. It doesn't have to be all in one lump sum. Just a little bit will do you. So then that way you can always hang out, have a little bit of fun. Don't have to worry about it. Again, the second time, 2 months in a row, I've been over here in the DR hanging out, making connections, making moves, because we're doing the damn thing over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to do the explosion that I love to do every now and then. I don't do it often, but when I make up my mind, an explosion is about to occur. It's called takeover. There's lots of holes around here because the infrastructure is not what it should be. Let's put it what it is. And then it takes money to do things here. And a lot of people don't have the money to do it. I mean, even if it's $1,000, the annual salary for a person in Dominican Republic that is a citizen who grew up here is less generally than $24,000 a year. So if somebody says it costs you $1,500 to set up a company, that's inexpensive for some people. But if you only make $24,000 a year and you are taxed at 25%, I'm just saying, you're down under 20 G's. So $1,500 and engaging with a lawyer, you're going to be like, no, I'm going to do some other side business. You're not going to engage in that. So again, the wealthy have an advantage, or the people that have the money to do it, to create their companies, have an advantage, right? So that is the difference. And there's a lot of people, of course, foreigners that create corporations because we have a higher gross. So 1,500 is not that much. But in Dominican Republic, when you only have $14,000, $18,000, $20,000 is the usual salary, $1,000, 10% of what you made annually, that's kind of crazy. Or 15 or 20% gets kind of crazy, right? So all I'm saying is, this is why there's going to be plenty of opportunities. And that's why some of the people, the wealthy, are just going to get wealthier. It's the same rules that apply in America and around the world. He who has the money that can create the companies, that can create the assets, they are the ones that are going to be able to buy more assets and more assets. Meanwhile, the people who don't make the money, they can't buy at the same rate you can. They're going to be later, but they're going to get a little piece. You get to create the big balloon effect. So that's why you got to get assets right now, because 2024 comes, it's going to be too late for a lot of people because everything's going to increase rapidly. People are going to say, I can't buy a house. I can't buy a car. I can't buy anything. Now my car is broken down. It's 4, 5, 6 years old. And now the mechanics, all of a sudden, something that used to be like a $500 fix, they're like, it's $1,000 to fix it. It's a capitalist society. They have every right to do that. So that's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. You're back in the DR. Okay, boss. Okay, yeah, that's right. You see me. Where's the boys at? Well, you know, we were just here like a month ago. So they had to get back to doing what they're doing. You know, the emerging millionaires, they're putting in work because the emerging millionaires are out here buying assets. They're spending what we call liability money. They're buying assets. So they're saying, I'm going to zero. As long as I can get X amount of assets, they're going to be done in a year, 2 years. I can start renting them out, getting my rate of return back with 1 unit. That's good enough. Then 2, then 3. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Yeah, the boys had to get back to work doing what they're doing, but they're still out here looking, hunting, doing what they're doing. That's what's unbelievable about this. So May 10th through the 15th, if you're out here, one of the hunters, ladies and gentlemen, want to get some more assets, then I suggest you don't miss May 10th through the 15th. We're going to have a little music. We're going to have an event that's going to have music, of course. So the first 2 days, May 10th, 11th, music. 12th, that means we have a little, I'm not even going to say it right now. In fact, I'm going to leave you guys with suspense. And then 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15, business, real estate, businesses, investment opportunities for you. You don't have to give me no money for when we're there. You're going to give money, of course, for the event itself. Now, come on. We got to charge. All right? Because you guys already know who's coming. The saxophone player is going to be there. Sean Rayford. Yes, he does have albums on the charts. Does have singles on the jazz chart, smooth jazz. Yes, he does concerts. Yes. All right. Except he's going to be with us on that weekend. All right. May 10th, 11th, 12th. He's going to be in the house. We got something special with him as well. And that's not all. We might even have some Grammy Award winners, musicians in the house. Yes, I'm working on that as well. I just got to see if their schedule's all free. You heard me. Grammy Award winner. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. It's not going to be any hip hop. I'm just saying it's not hip hop. Just so you know, it's music. All right. No, I'll put it another way. No foul language. All right. That's what we got. Grammy Award winner. No foul language type stuff. All right. That's what we got going on, at least for the first two. Now, I'm just promising the first two. This lineup's going to get very interesting because if I get the radio play and some other things that I have planned, then this is going to actually blow up into something a little bit bigger. This is what we do anyhow, but we'll start with just that. All right. May 10th through the 15th, tickets will be going on sale next week, and they will be the cheapest until January 15th. Prices will go up. So you'll have about a month of the ticket price, and then they start escalating. Just letting you know, get them early so we can lock people in. We're not going to, well, I'll just leave it at that right now because I'm still dealing with negotiations on something. So we're going to find out. But the boys are back plotting, signing contracts, by the way, Vanessa Comagate and everybody else, signing contracts because they said, I'm getting this deal done. Yes. So all the boys are like, they're in the house. They're like, I'm getting another unit. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's beautiful. That's all I can say. Are they developing Bird Boulevard yet in the DR? Hey, you know what? In fact, I'm going to be over at Larimar tomorrow. So VistaCon, I haven't even ran into George, Tony, Sebastian, none of those guys. I guess I don't know what they're doing. They're like developers too. So I don't know where they are. I haven't ran into them. But I've been trying to get that inside VistaCon, right? So now we're going to have to get that in Larimar, right? So either way, we're going to have to make it happen. But yeah, we got to make it work. I love what you're saying. That's right. We got to have Bird Boulevard. Okay, so that's a new date, May 10th through the 15th. That is correct. May 10th through the 15th. Exactly. Now, we were going to have it. I was going to have it at this one spot, but unbelievably, they sold their place between last month and now. The new owners came in and said, no, we're raising prices because it's a hotel venue. They're like, oh, no, we're raising prices. Even on people that already have their venue booked. I can't even believe the position they put into the person, the hospitality person that has to handle this. To go back and tell people the nightly rate is like an extra $150 per night on all room types. I mean, damn. We're not going to honor the contract. That is crazy. And so I'm thinking, I don't think I want to work with you guys. Not the new guys. I don't want to work with them. I love the idea on what we got going down, but I don't know. We'll see. But that'll be tomorrow. So all that's going to be cleared up tomorrow. All right. Now let's talk about some other things. I ran into a bank. Some people might be watching this that's investing or thinking about investing. You should get a bank account in the DR. BLH Bank, which is at Vistacana Business Center, unbelievably needs this, your tax statements. All right. Passport, second ID, which is a driver's license. You need to sign a W-9, which is interesting. And so your tax returns is what I mean by tax report. Your tax returns. And I'm missing, you know what? They didn't even ask me for, 6 months bank statements, not 3, 6 months bank statements. Because I was thinking normally they want to see W-2s or your checks, your pay stubs or something, but no pay stubs, but your 6 months bank statements, your tax return, passport, ID. They send it in. So this is what's going to happen tomorrow. They're sending it in to BLH. I can't remember what the name of the bank stands for, but anyhow, BLH, they're sending it in. You can leave. They take 5 to 6 days. And then they send you a statement. Once you're approved, they just send you a statement and say, okay, fund the account. A peso account is like $20. A USD account is $500. And you wire it in or use the Jubilee app. Take your choice. That's right. Search the channel for Jubilee app. If you're in the United States, Canada, you can use Jubilee app and it'll cost you pennies versus wiring for $40 or $25 or whatever you wire for. Imagine spending $5. Well, in the case of, I mean, come on, how are you going to wire in $20? Really? Come on, let's get real. It's going to cost you $40 to wire in 20 in pesos in exchange. Come on. So the 500 is going to cost you $40 too, or $25 if you have Navy Federal. So, or if you go to the bank, it's going to cost you even more than that, but it's $500. I mean, that's kind of crazy if you're just going to send $500 and then be charged $40 or $50. I'm like, that's 10%. With Jubilee, it might cost you $3. Now it's like no problem, right? But just giving you an idea, that's what's happening. So I gave them all my stuff. I didn't have my passport today. I was upset because I didn't know anything about it. I was going to go downtown because I have another appointment with Scotiabank, and that's going to be on Friday, apparently. But I had to give them some documents too, and I didn't get to downtown, and I just was going to give documents because I know I had to go to the bank and give my passport anyhow. But now these guys were like, no, we just need your passport. I was like, I gave them everything except my passport. I was good. I was like, oh, I'll be back tomorrow and give you show my passport in person. No way. Sean R. That's right. Very cool. I'm there. That's it. Sean Rayford will be in the house. A very nice guy. Grown and sexy vibe. Yes, exactly. That's where we're going with this, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. You know, we can't have, look, let's just call it. I got to call it what it is. I love a little hip hop and R&Bs and all that, but the hip hop thing, I'm a little old school with the hip hop, right? I just, I'm a different type of breed here, but it's going to be personal for me because I just don't like all the curse words and all the defamatory towards women and men and all that. I'm not down with, I don't find that fun. I want some fun. So we're going to have somebody, if I'm going to have a rap artist, it's going to be one of these rap artists that just is cool, right? So we'll see about all that. But I'm telling you right now, we got jazz. We have Grammy Award winner in the R&B flavor. All right. I'm pretty sure they're coming. But jazz, Sean Rayford, he already told me for sure. Now, the question is, Sean says, I'm going to show up, man. No worries. I said, no, hold on now. I know you can play because you're jazz and you can do whatever because he can play tracks and then he can, he don't really need the band. But I was like, dude, I need the writer for the band. And then if you don't know what the writer is, this is what the band wants in order to perform with him. So they haven't sent it over yet, but we'll see because we might have the whole explosion. So if the band comes, I know some of the band members as well. And some of those band members know some other people that I know as well. So this would be very, very interesting. And let me just put it to you this way. This is why this is so exciting. What's so exciting about this is the band members are some people that have written songs, co-wrote songs for the likes of Michael Jackson. All right. I'll be sure. Okay. All I'm saying, just saying, they have the platinum plaques and the gold plaques on the wall. I'm just saying that's some of the guys in the band for Sean Rayford. That's how crazy this is, ladies and gentlemen. Got to try the food, George, a.k.a. Gordon Ramsay at Brouhaha. You got that right. Oh, my God. Again, let's see, 5 days, La Bruja. I'm trying everything on the menu. Today, I tried this Meat Lover's Paradise. Pork chicken. Me and the wife. Pork chicken. Gave us like it wasn't thigh. Okay, pulled pork, thigh, ribs. It's like chorizo, but it's this sausage from Dominican Republic. Some corn, which is the equivalent of one corn, but it's chopped into thirds. And then we had coleslaw, and I'm missing something. There was something else. Oh, French fries they threw in there. Basically, it feeds two people. In fact, there's leftovers. That's how crazy it was. Now, some people would say, how much was it? 1,800 pesos. Some people would say, Eric, I don't know what that means. It's 57 pesos to $1. All right. Roughly, after I got some drinks, we got drink, we got water, and we got the sparkling water. Okay. So they charge for that. They charge for the drinks, right? So all that came to $57. I think that was the number. All right. That was a dual meal, so to speak. And all of it's good. I still think I'm missing something. Oh, they threw in some. Oh, it comes with bacon too that's glazed or something. And that was hella good. So that's another meat that was on there. I knew I was missing something. So all that, $57, drinks, waters, and all that, $57 out the door. Brouhaha tonight. So that's something I never tried. Excelente once again. I can't believe it. Yeah, excelente. Yep. Okay, you know I'm a bizwoman. This can be a concert series. Yes, yes, yes. You're getting the idea. I knew Seamless Genius would catch on to this. That's exactly what I'm thinking already, because I think I'm going to get some radio play already if I work this out correctly. And that means we're doing this damn thing every year. Straight up. Because once I get this first venue, and I'm not even looking for that many people, quite frankly. I'm just looking for maybe 500 max, even though one of the venues does hold up. You can create it up to 2,000. But I'm thinking like that's the guys that now I'm looking at them side-eyed suspect. So I might have to go with something else. And quite frankly, maybe I'll just go with one of these nice little beach clubs. These guys would love to have an extra 400 or 500 people, and it can blossom into the following year into 1,000. All I'm saying. But remember, this is also going to be investment week. So it's going to be very, very cool. That's all I'm saying. How often, well, it's never, do you get to have some actual entertainment, people that are thinking business or not, but people who may not be thinking about business, they're thinking about entertainment. And the next thing they know, they're hearing, yeah, there's condos or villas that only cost $170,000. And you're like, what? What did you just say? No, it's pre-construction. All you have to do is put down 10%, $17,000, and then make payments at $995 per month for 2.5, 3 years. What do you think? What did you just say? Really? Yes, and you own it. It's deeded. They'll be like, holy smokes. Wait, how do we find out about this? Oh, hold on. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going out there. They'll be like, really? Yes. We're going out to the spots. You can go check it out. Go get the feel, get the surroundings, understand what's happening. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know it. Nice, Bob. That sounds great. Can't wait to meet you and the missus. Exactly. Thank you so much. Can't wait to meet you as well. And the other rest of the fam going to be in the house. There you go. There you go. A biz concert series every May. Cha-ching. Exactly. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. And there's one other thing that I take into consideration when we do these is people go, Eric, why don't you have it in February, March? I'm like, have you lost your mind? That's high season. That's full on high season. Spring breaks, President's Weekend week, Martin Luther King weekend. I mean, it's crazy. Sport events, even in the DR, they have sporting events. April, they have 2 weeks of Holy Weeks where it's 90% occupancy for hotels, 95% this past year on the whole island for 2 weeks. So you don't want to be anywhere near the place when it's high season prime time. They call May low season. I'm just like, what? Okay. May, I love, but I already knew that. They go, hey, you pick low season. I said, you can call it whatever you want. All I know is it had all-time record tourist visitors this year in May, every month this year so far. Next year won't be any different. There's still going to be a lot of people coming, but they reduced the rates for hotels middle of April, which is unbelievable because it's still crowded around here in April and May. After Holy Week, it's even still crowded. All-time record highs last year, or this year rather. So again, you got it right. That's what I'm searching for right there. Create the business. And tomorrow, I will be creating the business officially in the DR that will allow me to do this legally. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, too easy. That's what you have to do out here. Sometimes you think outside the box, but see, it's very clear. Once you do once, we can do it twice. Once you have friends, then you get more friends, right? It's that simple. That's how business works. So all we have to do is pull it off. So if I get the radio play, like I think I should be able to get, and we get some people coming over, it doesn't even have to be that many. It could be 100 people. I don't care. It could be 50 people. I don't care. Because the people that are there, we are still going to have a blast. It doesn't matter who comes. But either way, the guys who are going to perform are going to be there. It doesn't matter. 50, 100, 250, 1,000, 2,000, doesn't matter. It's still happening, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be going back for a rewind. SSN Lifestyle. That's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned. All right, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. It's all going to be set up. Now, let's see. Where else can we go? Oh, real estate. We were just getting into real estate. Some of you may have now just joined us. In fact, let me give you a little, since we were talking about this, why don't we just do a little of this? I'm going to do this video right here. This is one of my favorites. Check this out. This is at Larimar City and Resort, my #1 resort in the Dominican Republic. Pre-construction properties. Can you believe you can buy a 1-bedroom unit here at what I'm about to show you? I don't know if I'm showing any of the videos or units, but the video is going to show any units. But can you believe $94,000 for a 1-bedroom that's about 550 square feet, and it's going to be in a project that has so many different amenities, and it's included with your HOA. So when somebody says included, what we're meaning is exactly that. You pay $2 a square meter for where you live. So you pay $55. That means $110. That's your HOA for the month. Right here, you have basketball courts right behind it, within 100 yards. All right, basketball courts. Sports courts, which means there's nets so you can play, concrete hockey. Paddleball courts, tennis courts, a pool, even though you already have your own pool, a man-made beach, and a restaurant bar that overlooks the man-made beach, all within 200 yards of each other. And your buildings are right there, so you're walking right there. A mini mart and shops and stores right there also. You go another 100 yards forward or 200 yards forward, you're on a boardwalk with pools, beach clubs, shopping, 5-star hotels. 2 have already signed up. That's also going to be on the boardwalk and the property. And when somebody says sports complex, that's not even the sports complex, because there's a sports complex with the golf driving range, paddleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, baseball, and I don't know if it's a field or batting cage, but they're sponsoring a baseball team. So something tells me it's actually going to have a stadium out here of some sort, a baseball diamond. I don't know about a stadium, but baseball diamond. A casino, a mall. Come on. Downtown city, nightclubs, restaurants, bars. Unbelievable. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on the late night when the guys were here last month. This is from last month, about a month ago. Check it out. right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Yes, let me know what you think about that. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? Is that crazy or what? You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to show you guys something. Actually, I wanted to show something new, but I'm going to show this right here. I always show this picture because what I just described, a lot of people don't know what that was. Check this out. This is what we're talking about here. All right. In the new buildings that you see on the left-hand side, those are the Breeze Towers. The first towers in the building on the right-hand side, those four, 3 of the 4 is sold out. All right. The Breeze Towers on the left side, that starts at 167,000 on the first level for a 2-bedroom. A 1-bedroom on the first level is somewhere around like 92,000, 89,000. It goes up 2,000 every level. But to see over the hotel and get ocean view up front, that's right. You can see the ocean from there, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be on the 7th floor or higher. 8th floor, I believe, was taken when I was here on Friday. Guys were walking in. The guy told me unit 805 is what he was getting. But then we have a member here, Mo Better, that knows the one of the realtors, and he told them they got 2 units, 804 and I guess it's 806. I don't remember, but apparently they didn't even know what unit they were getting. They got 804, 806, I guess, or something like that. And the guys before going through the door go, "We're getting unit 805," and I said, "Good, because it's above the 7th level. As long as it's up front, you'll see over, and you can see the courts here." Basketball courts is the reddish court, and the light green court, that's the sports court, which means it's going to have movable goals and you can put in the soccer nets. Then you'll notice on the very bottom corner on the left side, paddleball courts and tennis courts. What you don't see is something that's very fascinating. You see the white top building that looks it's rectangular in shape. That's shopping, a mini mart, grocery store, and some other stores will be there. What you don't know is behind that building, you won't believe this, is a pool with a little cabana and barbecue grills and seating area on the very top of that, from left to right. That's a pool down there that looks like a little green thing behind the building. That's a pool. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I saw it, ladies and gentlemen, at their office. Then across the street, you see the green top building, and you see a little lake area. That's a man-made beach over there, ladies and gentlemen. That's just in this section. This is this section, and behind here is going to be Paradise Towers, which also came out. So you have Paradise Towers behind the greenish court, the greenish sports courts, and the bottom left, that's where Paradise Towers are. The first one's for sale. Prices are still about the same. 2-bedroom is $129,000. Incredible. Incredible. So there you have it. I'm just saying, it's incredible what's going on. And here's the hotels, the 5-star hotels, Royal Sonesta. There you go. James Hotel is putting bungalows out here. Bungalows out on the boardwalk. 5-star hotels. Look up Sonesta hotels whenever they're outside the country on an island. Go to Puerto Rico, go to Kauai. You will see they rent their regular hotel rooms $490, $579 per night. And if you have ocean view or pool views, then they charge even more. Guess what? You have ocean views from here, ladies and gentlemen. Just to give you an idea. This is what we're talking about. That's the boardwalk. It's levels to this, by the way. So I have to always talk about this. This is spectacular. Levels. What you're seeing right here is the man-made beaches. You see there's shops on the lower level. That's also a beach club that people have to pay for. If you're an owner here, you get in at no additional cost. That's included. But notice the white tops, and that's another level. And in that second level is the owner's level, the owner's beach club. So the owners also can come out here. No additional cost to be on the first or the second level if you're an owner, but people on the first level that pays to get into the beach club, they can't come up to the second level. That's the owner's level. So take your pick. And by the way, being an extra 12 to 15 feet high, you just have more of an ocean view up here. That's all I can tell you. All right. And you're on the cliff. So that just gives you an idea. And here you can see actually some more levels. So look, this is why I get excited. Look at this. Look at this. You'll see levels clearly. Look at that. Levels. First level, beach club. Owners can come down to the first level. Second level, where the waterfall is coming out of, that is the owner's level. Only owners of Larimar can come up there. Beach club people cannot come up there. Just saying. How sweet is that exclusivity? And if anybody plays golf, 18-hole golf course is here. All right, enough of my excitement about Larimar. Okay? It's badass. That's all I can say. That's my number one draft choice right now. There's people that are in denial saying, no, it's too far from town. I say, that's right. You're correct. They say, no, it's never going to be built. I said, I don't know about that. I have paperwork showing that's been approved by the city and county, and the province, rather. I don't know about that. So a lot of people think this is too much. I have to agree. It does sound too good to be true. I have to admit that. Too good to be true. I have to agree with you, but it's going down. Hey, all, George's Charles is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name. And you know what that means. He's the emerging millionaire, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I'm not just going to get one. I'm going to go out here and get one of the baddest villas while the price was good. How about a 4-bedroom, 5.5 bath villa with a pool? And somebody would say, how much? I'm going to tell you, how about 280 grand? How about that? You heard me correctly. 4 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 280 grand. You can't buy that no more. Oh, 2,600 square feet. Can't buy it anymore for that price. You're going to be in the threes now. So he got in right when the getting in was good. And that's because he smells money, ladies and gentlemen. And he's jumped right into it. Brian P., smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel would help better. We just went over 15,000 and they don't send out too many notifications. All right. That's another problem. But please smash the like button. And if you subscribe to the channel, please click the all notification bell. But while I'm thinking about it, at the very bottom of the description, please sign up for the email list. That helps. We don't have that many people on the email list, less than 1,000. But at least they get to receive emails that there has been a live stream coming or I dropped a video. Like today, the 99% video got dropped. JP Morgan, 99% of people are going to be worse off than before the pandemic coming up in the future. They know what's happening. They're part of the engine. They're part of the machine. Absolutely beautiful. You're damn right. Vanessa Comagate, the seamless genius. You got that right. I mean, it's off the charts. Off the charts. Hey, Eric, when can we get in on AI investment? Brian P., that's not going to be till Saturday. Saturday night, because I actually have to hook up the link. I got to talk with the guys because, like I said, I can do what we normally do. But if somebody wants to do direct, I haven't discussed that with them. I told them we'd do like our normal Ring of Fire. But like I said, it's not really necessary. So I'm going to talk with them further. But we're going to set up the Ring of Fire. It's going to be operational on Saturday after we do the live stream on Saturday, because I'm going to have Oscar come back on. He's been sick after he had that live stream. So I'm going to have him come back on, explain it there a little bit more on Saturday. Well, Saturday night. It'll probably be 8:05 p.m. or something like that, 8:35. It might be the same time just before people go out, just in case people are still going out. And That'll give you a little time because people don't leave to go till 10 or 11. So you have that time. And then some people who have finished up their day and it's 8:30 Eastern, 8:50 maybe, then you'll be ready to watch this. All right. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's the company. There we go. Brian P. thinking about the investment opportunities of equity. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you have once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's once for this time. Here, we always have opportunities. But this one, InstaVid AI, ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity to get equity. So hear me out very clearly. I'm going to tell you again, in case you missed Tuesday night live stream, you are going to actually be almost like an owner of the company, because after he does this right here, nobody else, people can invest. All right. They can put money into the company later, but those people are only putting money into the company for future. What you're going to be getting is something that only a few people ever get: equity, meaning you get dividends. Hear me? Royalties, payouts. You can put in whatever terminology you want to use, but that's what you're going to be getting. And first money in, first money out, and equity. So in other words, Shark Tank, everybody watch it. Watch what Mr. Wonderful does. He does this a lot. He says, I'll give you money and I don't want no equity. That's what he says a lot, right? But in actuality, he does, because he's saying, I want royalties. He uses the words royalties for life. So in essence, he's getting money. You can call it whatever you want. But here's what we got. We have the other Mr. Wonderful type deal. I'm going to give you $500,000. You're going to pay me royalties of $1 per sale, or whatever he deems, $10 per sale, whatever it is, until I get my money back, my $500,000, and then I get 3% of the company. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is nearly what we're talking about here for you. Like I said, the SSN Lifestyle Ring of Fire was meant to be this situation where you can get equity, checks coming after you receive back what you put in. Win-win. Can you believe that? You get your money back and now you're getting a return. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Once again, I'm actually going to be part of the company officially. All right. I haven't signed contract yet, but I have a little other stuff I'm doing myself. Let me see let me see if I can show something. I don't know if I can. Let me see what this thing says. I like to show you guys so you don't think I'm talking crazy. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I can't show you something. Okay. All right. Here we go. I can only show you. I gotta block some stuff out. Here we go. There we go. Let me see if I can show you guys. There we go. All right. I had to block some stuff out because I'm doing some other things with them as well. So again, this was Friday. So when I flew over here on Friday, they sent me this agreement, and I'm going to be doing some consulting, which I have already been doing, but that also means that I'm going to be more involved with the company a little bit. Not like full blown where you can call me up or talk to me and say, hey, what's going on? I'm not in that section. I'm more like consulting and talking about some of the features and things like that. And then I'll share some of it, you know, to let people know what they can do. And I'm actually going to be using it myself. So full disclosure. But here's the thing. So even though I have my own little deal, right? But see, I like equity. So I'm still putting money in myself. So I get the stuff you guys are getting, we are getting together, because that's one of my stipulations. And then he agreed. So there you go. You're coming along for the ride, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I like helping people. That's why I'm one of the most dangerous people in America. All right. So I'm not like the top 1%ers who like to keep it all to themselves. If there's something that comes along and you can put in and share a little bit of the money and you can get some equity, this is what we're talking about. All right. So again, opportunity knocks. Okay. Let's see how much investment you will talk about on Saturday. Yeah. No, I can talk about it right now because we're going to do a Ring of Fire. It has to do with the SSN lifestyle. So as Ring of Fire goes, 500 minimum in this one and up. All right. And like I was telling everybody on Monday, I am putting in 1,000 straight off, or I'm thinking about 1,200. And there's a reason, because I'm thinking I have to make some deal, but I'm thinking if I put it, it's going to be in the, you'll see. But if I do it, it'll be 1,200 because one of the packages is 1,200, $1,299 actually. And if you buy one of the packages for InstaVid right now, well, I don't know if you can buy them right now, but when it comes live and you buy the package, you're grandfathered into the enterprise. And the enterprise allows you to be getting referral money, which is very interesting. You can be an affiliate for them as well, but you get in another area and grandfathered into the enterprise, which is the business feature, which the business is probably going to cost thousands of dollars. So I'm like, it's almost worth that if I can get that moving into that, or one way or another. That's part of the negotiations I'm going to have with them. But anyhow, I'm already going to be in. I just never signed this agreement yet because I can talk about stuff as long as I'm not part of the company. That's all. I said, I'm not going to sign this thing yet. All right. And I got to nail down some other things, but just letting you guys know, you guys get to come along for the ride. 500 minimum. I capped it. Okay, I always cap, in case you're new here, when we do Ring of Fires, I cap it. But this time we don't have to actually cap it. So I put 5,000, but I'm probably going to change it. I'm going to change it to up to 10,000. All right? Because somebody might say I want more percentage than just 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. Like I myself, I might throw in an additional, some more money myself. But the point of the matter is, I need to know what the number is, and then we'll go from there, and then everybody will know on Saturday. I've been over here working out, doing what I need to do, so I haven't been able to concentrate on this. So starting tomorrow night, when I know we're leaving on Friday, then I'll start worrying about this contract, and by Saturday night, everything will be locked, and I'll know exactly what the rates are, what everybody should expect, how this is going to go down. I do know this. It's launching officially January 20th. Can anybody say startup? It's launching January 20th. So you guys already know about it. In fact, this is ground floor, as if it's such a thing. It just came out. This is like Airbnb talking to their friends in 2008, 9, when they're coming up with people are going to sleep on other people's couches. And that's what we're going to use our app for. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Sleeping on couches? Sure, really? Strangers' couches? Just, they weren't talking about bedrooms. And he was talking about $25,000. $25,000 for shares. 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. Yes, I knew about it. Yes, but I was still like, what's wrong with you? Couches, really? I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. Same way with the Uber guys. I wasn't cool with people jumping in and out of people's strangers' cars, but whatever. But the point is, it took them 10, 12 years to actually go to public because they weren't making money. See, that's the whole point. They weren't making money. So I was like, you're not making money. What are you doing? What? So it was like a worthless investment at the time in the long run, but you had to wait like 12 years, 10 years before you had any realization of any return. And even then, when they break out, it wasn't like the stock was $500 a share. And you got, I won't even get into the situation with the with your equity reduced because they issue more shares. So all that is crazy. We're not doing any of that. All I'm saying with Instabid AI, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is you are putting yourself in a powerful position. And if this thing pops off like it's supposed to, watch the video from Monday night when Oscar's on. He starts going over some numbers. Watch the live stream. In fact, I got to put it in the chat room in case anybody wants to go check it out. You may be able to understand what the business is. If you can understand what the business is, then you're going to know it's powerful. There's a lot of you who have went to seminars, webinars, and who have went to these Tony Robbins type events, Dean Graziosi, who is like his partner now, and all these other guys who sell real estate on late night, and they tell you to come to their event. They're going to be in the city. And then when you get there, they're selling you courses in the back, sign up for an additional 5 to 10 grand. I mean, you know, Kiyosaki does it. Everybody does it, right? So this isn't like that. You're not signing up, paying money, and then paying money again and all that crap. No, you're going to be part of this. All right. So just keep that in mind, but you're silent. You don't have to do anything. And you don't have to sit there and wait like Airbnbs and Uber and all those guys who made people wait 12 years before any realization. So that's the funny part. So, oh, that's not what I needed. Okay. That's no wonder that was a problem. Okay. That's why it looked like that. Okay. So again, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry for real estate investing, just like Larimar. It doesn't have to be Larimar. It could be something else. I mean, it could be something in Vistakana. If you like cruise on land, it could be cruise on land. But you need to get some real estate that you can get in at a low price, because then your ROI is higher. Just like anywhere, you buy low, sell high, no matter what the product is. So in this case, if you want to use real estate, you buy low, sell high. How can you buy low? You have to be the first one in when property values are the cheapest, when there's plenty of jungle around. That means you got to have a great chance of being in. A lot of people don't know Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas in 1970s, okay, 1970s, sticks were in the ground outside of Las Vegas Boulevard that you guys now know as the Mirage, Venetian, MGM, all of that, SLS. What am I missing? Harrah's. Flamingo was already there. Harrah's was not. All the ones I just mentioned weren't there. Flamingo was there by itself in the middle of freaking nowhere. All right? In the 70s. Okay? Driving on Las Vegas Boulevard, McCarran Airport wasn't even there. Driving down there where the airport is, all the way down to downtown, Fremont Street, there was 6, 7 casinos, and in the fields were posts that said $40 an acre. $40 an acre that you now know as the freaking capital word, city center. I mean, this is insane, right? Vdara, Cosmopolitan, Jockey Club, Bellagio, Treasure Island, Mirage, Bally's, which is now a new now. I can't remember what it got changed to. Bally's, across the way. New York, Excalibur. $40 an acre, stakes in the ground. Did my parents buy any? No. It's in the middle of the desert. Who would buy something out here? Howard Hughes said, give me as much as I can get. Give me all of it if I can get it. And to this day, Howard Hughes Enterprises still has damn near a quarter of Las Vegas land after he sold like half of it. And he still has a quarter left. Howard Hughes Enterprises, all right, with the Mormons. This is what we're talking about with any startup, and this is what we're talking about with something like Punta Cana. There used to be jungle, it still is. The land was cheap as hell. All these developers bought it all up at pennies on the dollar. They turn it around now, selling it to you like La Reserva, $70,000 for a 600 or 500 square foot lot. How much did they pay for it? Well, I was at Macau in 2020. You could have bought an acre of land out there for $5,000. So now you can't. Now you have to spend $150,000 or more. It's probably more now because that was last year. It was $150,000. It's probably freaking $1 million or something. This is what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to real estate in popular locations, just think of Las Vegas, $40 an acre in the 70s. And think of it was $50 an acre at Macau. Can you believe this is crazy? In 2019, 2020, the guys go, oh, it's $1,500, $3,000 now. Now go out there and try to buy an acre of land in Macau. You might be shocked because somebody's going to say $1 million. That's what's happening. All right. So don't get left behind. Do not get left behind. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. $1,000, $2,000 to reserve. Down payment, 10% of the value. You can always negotiate. They always want 15 or 20%. That's fine. But you can say, I'll do 10% because it's pre-construction. As long as you pay that 40% over the next 2 to 3 years that's required. Doesn't matter if you put 10% down. No, if you put 20% down, then your monthly payment will be less. But you have the opportunity right now because this isn't going to last forever. Once they start getting these projects up, which will probably be another 2 years, 2-3 years, but locking in prices now, because 2 years from now, you're not going to be able to just sit there and go, oh yeah, I got this 4-bedroom villa for $350,000, right? You're not going to be able to say that. They're going to be over that. They're going to be probably $500,000 for that same little 200 square foot lot or square foot villa that you bought for $300,000 right now. They're going to be $500,000. Why? Because everybody is going to want to come there. It's the hot spot. How much is the investment you'll talk about on Saturday? Yep, $500,000 and up is what it's going to be. Yep, you never know what will be the next big thing. Exactly. I'm in, Brian P. That's good to hear, man. Great to hear that. Like I said, not every, like I said, I'm going to cap it. I have it at 5,000. I already put some parameters in, but I'm probably going to cap this at 10. And the reason why is because this doesn't matter. We're not trying to reach a goal. So even though I'm going to put a goal out there, but whatever you put in, it's going in. So if we go up to 3,000, it's going in. If it goes up to 5, it's going in. If it goes up to 10, it's going in. But whatever you put in, it's going to be your percentage based on what goes in. So if we do 10,000 and you put 5,000 in, then you get 50% of what the payout comes. And you guys will know what the payout is. I'm not going to do what these other companies do. I'll just show you. Whatever they send me, that's what it's going to be. So you guys will know. And in fact, you'll know on Saturday what the percentage is. I'll just tell you what it is. And Oscar will be on, hopefully, and he can verify because he's the man. He's running this, all right? He's not only the programmer, he's actually going to be the company. And then I'm going to actually be officially part of the company, all right? So just letting you guys know. All right, me and Oscar had a long talk. Got to run. Good night, fam. All right, good night. Me and Oscar had a long talk. And so he's a good guy. He's a programmer. He's been involved with other situations. And his partners have went off the reservation. And so he's generally a programmer, and he's just tired of his partners going off the reservation and saying, I got to do something myself. And like I said, I told him, I don't like partners. Quite frankly, I told him I don't like partners. And so in this case, I'm more of, like I said, a consultant, things like that. I'm not running the show. I'm not doing anything, but I'm going to be helping in different ways. All right. So I have another vested interest, so to speak. I have money I'm giving, but at the same time, I'm going to actually help this with a little promotion. And so far, like I said on Monday, we have a big time. We got a couple of big time people that could see the way this could work for them. That's in the industries that people would use. social media, influencers, network marketing, multi-levels, things that people want to make videos quick and pop them out. Because again, most of the time you have to have your crew with their editors and with taking, can you imagine just doing something for a minute, and then all of a sudden being able to push it out, and then your team pushes it all out, and followers and other people help because they're posting it on their social medias. And it has all of the parameters. You'll see it. We'll have to run it on. Hopefully he'll be with us on Saturday night. All right. So don't miss that, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't set it up yet, but on Friday night, I'll be talking about that so people can register early. So hopefully you won't forget. I registered for the live streams. Even then, I still do not get notification for our live streams. My own live streams, no notifications, even though I register early. Go figure. Unbelievable. They send me an email after it started, but generally it's 10 to 15 minutes after it started. I get an email saying SSN Stop Struggling Now live. 10 to 15 minutes after it starts. But as far as anything on YouTube or any pop-ups or notifications, nothing. Zero. So again, this is why you should sign up for the newsletter at the very bottom, please. That would be very helpful. I mean, we only have like 1,000 people that ever signed up. We have 15,000 subscribers, but I rarely talk about it. But now I have to talk about it a little more because YouTube doesn't like to send stuff out, apparently, for us. People can talk about the same thing we talk about, and they have thousands of views. But the same thing we talk about, we get hundreds of views. So that's why you need to share the video, because there's people out here that don't know that they can invest without having credit. They don't know they can invest and get 25, 30% return on their money, and they're sending their money to the 401k, and they're going to be happy when their statement comes out at the end of this year that says 9%, 8%. They're going to be happy, ecstatic. Oh, look, we got 9% return. And if you were their friend and you go, what do you, this is how I used to be. I'd tell my friends after they got their statements, they'd be like, oh, we got 9%. This is great. Then I would show them my stuff. And I'd be like, yeah, but look, I did this. It's like I said, TD Ameritrade. Here's what I got. This is my 401k. And they're like, does that say 15.6%? I'm like, exactly. Yes, it does. That's what. And by the way, because I have Vanguard Group too, we have the lowest fees. And so I'm like, the fee on this was less than 1%. Your fee on the 401k is 1.5. So you're taking 1.5 of your 9. So you really only get 7.5. I'm like, so I get 15.6. I still get like 14.9. So that's a major thing too. I'm getting double what you get. So they didn't understand that until I explained to them what's going on. So this is exactly what you guys need to understand. This is how they stay ahead of us. The wealthy stay ahead of the OCs, the original citizens, the ordinary citizens, because they understand what gets wealthy faster. 9% is not going to cut it if inflation is 8% or 7% or 5%. If inflation is 5% and you can beat it by 10% or more, you get to stay ahead of the curve. But staying 2 or 3 or 4% ahead, not ahead of the curve. You're just breaking even. You're giving the BlackRocks of the world, the Vanguards of the world, you're giving them money to use against you. They're out here buying up homes, and they're going to rent them out. And whatever the rented price is, you're going to pay it. They're over here increasing the prices of homes because they're buying them, and they don't care if they overpay because they get a tax write-off. You don't have that luxury. You're bidding against corporations. But I myself, I'm not mad at the corporations for buying it. I think it's hilarious. Because reason why I think it's hilarious is because there's going to be a time where people are going to say, you know what? I don't want to rent from you guys. People are going to be paying just as much as a mortgage. So some people are going to be like, I can just go get a mortgage. So why am I going to pay extra to you when I could just go get a mortgage? So what's going to end up happening is, in my opinion, they're going to have a lot of empty homes. And when they have empty homes and there's an HOA and they have upkeep necessary, everybody knows who's done landscaping. You know, landscaping is no longer $50, $100 to mow lawns and do landscaping. This stuff is getting wild. $300, $500, $1,000, depending on how big your lot is. That's what's going to happen. And these guys can't withstand that. If they have thousands of homes vacant, you got to pay HOAs. You got to do the upkeep. And if you don't do the upkeep, you get a fine. You don't take your garbage out, you got fines. I mean, all kind of stuff happens when you have these banks or these hedge funds owning homes. They're paying out their behinds. And that's what I think is ultimately going to happen, because builders would keep building homes and people are going to go, I'm not going to be paying no $4,500 a month for a 2,000 square foot house because I can rent to own. They're going to be like, I'll just go down and get a house and pay the same thing, since I have to pay for water, sewer, garbage, and all that. So again, that's what we're talking about here. All right. So 50%. Yeah, I hope you're talking about TSLY. I hope you're talking about Coiny, COINY. I hope that's what you're talking about. 50% for what we're doing with InstaBid. No, it ain't going to happen. But that's what we're talking about here. 50% more for a home. Yeah, it was getting kind of crazy. All right, we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day for me as well. I got some more events tomorrow, and then I'll be back in the USA Friday evening. And I might not have the live stream for Friday. I think I'm flying. I just realized I'm flying on Friday night. So the 9 p.m. live stream will not happen. So that brings up an interesting scenario. That means I might have to run I don't know if I want to run a premiere or if I want to run a live stream tomorrow night. Maybe I should run a live stream tomorrow night. So keep that in mind. Just make sure you sign up for the newsletter down below, because we might have to do it tomorrow night, because I just realized I'm flying. I don't even land till like 10 at night. So I can't do the 10 p.m. Eastern time live stream. It would have to be after 10. That'd be kind of late. But nonetheless, we'll work it out, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized this after I've been telling everybody come back on Friday night. So I might have to figure out a different thing. It might be tomorrow. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up tonight and put everything down on the calendar. And I'll see you on Friday. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for your support over all these years. We got up to 15,000 subscribers. I don't know how, but we got there with your help, because definitely shadow banning is in effect. And they don't want these videos out here. I don't know why other people talk about what we're talking about, but I think it's because of the technique of giving you guys options that you don't have to use anybody. You can all do it yourself. That's what I think is very important. And a lot of people, only a few people do give you that option. And then, of course, some people say they give you that option, but then they say, I have my consultation. You can pay me for consultation. See, we don't even do that. You can ask questions right here. You don't have to pay to ask questions either. You can send me an email. I'll answer the emails. See, we do everything to help you. You don't have to send money for anything. People will help you. We have entrepreneurs here in the house. We have people who have bought real estate. We have people who have started businesses. We have people that have bought businesses. We have people that have done everything here. I haven't done everything, but we have people that have done something I haven't done. And so you can get help here at no additional cost. We don't expect anything from you. All right? No guru zone. We actually genuinely want you to win. And there's only one way to win. You have to buy assets. The top 10%, the government in America, governments around the world, they only work for the richest of people. Sure, you're going to be happy. You have a job. You have a nice job. You make good money. You have a nice home. You feel comfortable. You might even have the toys. But what happens if you don't have your job? What happens by nothing that you did? The industry that you're in all of a sudden takes a hit and they have to lay you off. And now you can't go around and make the same amount of money. You should have assets, because only the people that have assets are going to be able to survive starting after this next bull run, because that bull run is not going to stop. That's what people do not understand. You could go with this for 10 years if they pull this off. And it looks like they have, because again, they do not, the Federal Reserve and the government does not care about getting down to 2% inflation. They don't have to, because when you own assets, your assets rise higher than 2%. Soon as they reduce the interest rate, a home that's right now that's 500, well, we'll call it 400,000, automatically prices are going to shoot to 450 to 500, just on their 1/4 or 0.5% reduction in about 2 or 3 months. What's going to happen when it's a 2-point reduction at the end of next year? That $400,000 house is going to be selling for 6 or 7, and you're going to have 40-year loans your whole life. Think about it. So wouldn't it be better to have assets now than later? Because now means you get to do what the wealthy do. That $400,000 house goes up to 700, 800,000. You have 300,000 of equity. You can go down, get a refi, take some money out at a lower interest rate. And what do you do with that money? You don't go buy toys, you go buy more assets. And so then from that point on, the wealth tree gets to build a lot faster. And you're using other people's money. Yes, you have to pay back that 300,000, but it what, at 4%, 3.5, 4%, 4.5? But your asset that you bought into is giving you like a 12 or 15% ROI. You're taking that ROI, paying that off, taking the rest of it and investing more of that. It's simple, but you have to stay focused for a few years. All right. And then you can just run around, do whatever you want, have a little fun. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I was almost done, and I forgot to show you something, because this is a little something that's being worked on for SSN Lifestyle members, the Founders Club. If this works out, we haven't heard back from the developer yet, because delivery's coming up. But just let me give you guys a little preview. Everybody that's in SSN Lifestyle, that is something, it's a membership that is on ssnlifestyle.com. We're revamping the website, but just for now, I was going to revamp and take it down entirely. But now we have the Ring of Fire that people need to sign up. So we're not just ready yet, but it's going to coincide with the January 20 release of InstaVid, also official launch. But the new website for SSN Lifestyle is going to be official after we get this Ring of Fire done, because it's going to be a limited time only. This isn't going to be our usual month long or anything like that. We're just going to do this for like a week. I know it's Christmas time, but I don't know how long we're going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, because I wanted to revamp the website after I did the November thing. But now I'm going to be doing this, and I don't know if I want to wait a month. I might. It's yet to be determined. So it's going to be an open date. Doesn't really matter. But check this out. SSN Lifestyle members, can you imagine? Just imagine. This hasn't been a closed deal yet. We haven't heard back from the developer for the delivery date, and they have a problem. They don't have title. So you can't sell something that doesn't have title. So they said it doesn't have title. So I'm just getting you in prepped that if this does happen, then there's going to be SSN Lifestyle. There's going to be a right to use ownership. But the SSN Lifestyle Founders Club members, they automatically get to stay here for a week every year. Every year, because they signed up as the SSN Lifestyle Founders Club member. There's still some spots left, but that'll resume later next in 2024. But the people that already signed in at the low rate, it was like 2,000 or 2,400, they get to hang out at this place and other places. So if we get it, again, this is in a gray area right now. They haven't responded because they don't have titles like they're supposed to. So I don't know how this is going to go down, but we'll see. I'm going to give you a preview right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Just a little preview of what's going down. Yes, it's a penthouse unit. Yes, it's 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, but there's a twist. All right. It's supposed to have a full bath upstairs in the terrace. So that's going to be something very interesting because it's a long story that I'm not going to get into tonight, but that's what we're looking at. And that means it's actually 3 bedrooms because it's going to be enclosed upstairs. And it's a separate unit, so it could be actually a lock. So it's 2 bedrooms downstairs, 1 bedroom that's going to be on the terrace. Could be a 3 bedroom or a 2 bedroom or a studio. And again, you can bring friends with you if you're an SSN Lifestyle Founders Club member, but every year they get to go hang out at this place and others at no additional cost other than their transportation, their food, and things like that. But transportation to and from to the airport's included in the membership. But again, that's not necessary for what I'm showing here. I'm just letting you guys know that that is actually a thing that's coming out and we promote. And officially going to have the corporation. Hopefully it's going to be formed in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Till tomorrow, you saw Glenny Hatche Cuevos in that preview earlier at the end of the Larimar. She's actually a lawyer there, accountant. She's setting up the SRL, which is an LLC for me. We're doing the paperwork tomorrow. All right. So if anybody wants to open up a corporation in DR, all right, you can go through Glenny Hatche Cuevas and Associates, and they have a special discount for us. All right, I'm just saying, and they handle everything. Everything can be handled for the setup to the business office. The address for the business could be at their office, her designated place. She could be the registered agent. All of that to make it nice and easy, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. So we got you hooked in. So again, you can do it. Anybody can do it when they have the right connections, right? It's pretty simple. If you know you can spend like $1,200, have your SRL, everything set up, official with the Dominican Republic, Dominican laws, of course, because you're not going to know what they are if you're not from there. So you're going to need a lawyer. So why not have the lawyer, the accountant, and all that under one roof? You can establish however you want to establish it, do what you need to do, and make sure it's legal. What's that worth? You tell me. But all I know is $1,000, $1,200, $1,300. That's not expensive for somebody that I don't speak the language, Spanish contracts and things like that. What's it worth? To me, it's worth it, right? And actually, you might even get a better discount than that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not just going to speak about the prices, but all I'm saying is it ain't going to be more than $1,300. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. But let them know you're from SSN Nation and you will be very happy. All right. And you'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. Let's get this done. So I just want to show you that because that's part of some other things that we're doing 2024. Assets, creating a club environment, and it's going to expand. So I have other deals in place for the corporation to acquire. Some people already wanted to come in. I was explaining to somebody about what I'm doing, and they're just like, well, can I include my property in this? And I was like, hold on. I haven't gotten that far yet. Of course, it's a possibility. But when I control or the company controls the property, then we know the pricing. If someone else controls it, then those are variables that I don't like to deal with. So I told them I don't like dealing with variables like that. But if I can work out a situation where it's, we can come to some sort of agreement, signed agreement, and make it work, it'll work. But otherwise, we're going to control the properties. The property is going to be here. It could be, Larimar, for instance, will be a property. All right. And it's probably going to include some others. Remember, we got like 60 people that watch this channel that have invested in the Dominican Republic. So that all puts in like a little network that's possible. All right. And we're talking villas, townhomes, condos, so duplexes. So you have a myriad of choices that are going to come up. And there may be one other thing that I'm kind of excited about is if we can get this penthouse at Larimar, that would be exciting, right? That would be exciting. In fact, that's part of conversation that I'm going to be having tomorrow, just so you guys know. So it's going to be very, very interesting, because if that happens, then SSN Lifestyle is going to have condo at Larimar in 2 years. And that would be exciting in itself. And don't get carried away. The condo is 1,900 square feet and has like 1,000 square foot terrace, which is kind of cool. But again, that's what we're talking about. It's not crazy. But again, we'll see how it all works out. So smash the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you like what we're talking about. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Make sure you stay safe during this holiday season. Again, I keep reminding you, people are under duress, under stress. You just never know what somebody's going through, a 12, 16-hour shift. You never know. On the other hand, somebody might not feel that they're appreciated. Some people might not feel that they can provide. So you never know what somebody's going through. So always have patience during the holidays. Patience and empathy is a good thing, because you never know what's going on in somebody's mind. So hopefully this helps you out a little bit tonight. And just keep in mind, don't miss the next 2 or 3 days. Make sure you pay attention to the channel. All right. And make sure you sign up for the emails, because you don't want to miss this opportunity that's about to come out with InstaVid AI. All right. You don't want to miss this as part of the SSN Nation, because you will be equity holder. Money coming back that you put in, and then receive more. I love that. And only you and only a certain amount of people have this opportunity. And it might narrow rapidly, because again, there's a number that I can't give out right now. But if there's a number that comes in, then this particular thing is only going to be for you guys, me, and a few other people. After they reach the cap on what they need for money incoming, then this offer that we have that I'm telling you about, nobody else is going to get it, but we get it because we already have it. But everybody else, they could reach that cap next week. So only once they reach that, this won't happen for anybody else, but we will still be in there. So you guys got to understand, this is powerful. All right. I know what the number is. And there's somebody that said they would give that number, which is interesting. And it ain't no damn 100,000 either. It ain't 150,000. It ain't 200,000. So I'm just letting you know, because once they reach this number, this offer, he wouldn't even be able to do. And I told him, the only way I want to do this is if you reach that offer, we still get ours. I don't care if they come in tomorrow and give you X amount of hundreds of thousands. We still get our deal. He says, yes. I said, then okay, we're down. All right. So I'm just letting you guys know. This is pretty serious, because I think this is going to take off. We'll see. I'm not an expert in social media, clearly. Otherwise, I'd have 100,000 subscribers or 200,000 or 500,000. I don't know. But clearly, I'm not. This guy, they're experts at it. They do. And in fact, I'm anxious to try and use it, quite frankly. So anyhow, that's it for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for being here. Hopefully you learned a little bit of something, and you got a lot more to discuss on tomorrow night. Possibly I'll do a Wednesday night or Thursday night pop-up to discuss InstaVid if necessary, because I just realized on Friday I'll be flying, and there's no way either I got to do something at 11 p.m. at night, or I have to do something at 3 or 4 in the day, because that's the only time frame I'm going to have on Friday. So I'll probably opt for the Wednesday, and then I might even run 2 live streams on Saturday just to make up for the Friday, or I might run a video that's called a premiere that I explain it a little bit, and then that way it comes in at 9, 10 p.m. Maybe I'll do that. I got options. So we'll see how it all goes. But anyhow, thank you everybody for being here. Make sure you stay safe, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.